What's going on, guys? So today's video is going to be about, yet again, the Padme counter to a General Skywalker, or what I like to call him is G-Money. G-Money is the new name I like to call this guy because guess what? He needs a lot of money to get him to where he needs to be. So, the counter to Padme and the mods are totally different from that which is of the mallet counter and running the slow Padme. You still want a slow Padme team here, but you want to mod them differently. The only one I don't think you want to mod differently are actually two of them, which is your attackers, Anakin and Ahsoka. You still want to maintain their high damage, but you also maybe want to consider giving them more HP, because as you can see in these battles, you're going to want a lot of HP because they're going to be doing a lot of assists out of turn, a lot of counters, and you're going to get a load of your Padme Undispellable Protection up. So, this is not a fully Relic 7 team. I get it. Guys, I know. But pretty much any Relic teams I've seen, in other people's videos and then testing with Padme, they can pretty much always get down to just Anakin last alive. But with what I want to do here and what I'm going to show you guys, this should help ensure you get the dub every single time. You will lose GK, and you might lose another person, but your Anakin, Padme, and 3PO should still stay alive until the end. What team am I running? Well, here it is. So we're going to go to this guy, new content, which I would love to see. He's a good friend of mine. And this is Team Padme, of course, JKA, Ahsoka, GK, and 3PO. You don't really need a Gear 13 3PO here. He would be extremely useful. But I'll show you guys the mods in a little bit. And then Padme's Relic is okay, but nothing, you don't need it for this counter. Ahsoka's is nice as well, but the two that I think you really need up there is going to be your GK and your Anakin. This is why I'm going to get my GK up there next, because he is extremely important to this team. So what we're going to do here is we're going to show you the mods here first before we get into a battle. I'm going to show you guys two of my wins, and then one I'll just do live for you guys to see what's really happening. So for this, she hasn't changed at all. If I was to change anything about her, I would put more HP on her. She does not need to be fast, so if you want to really optimize her mods here in this counter, which I didn't, but if you want to, go for an offense set and go for HP. Try to hit her 70k plus HP mark, and try to get around 6k extra offense, and try to get a crit damage triangle there as well. Crit chance is also equally important here. Try to, go for the offense, crit chance, crit damage, and HP as well. So, don't need her to be fast at all. But in this counter, you do want her to be faster than 3PO as we get down the line. I'll let you guys know why that is like that. Anakin's mods haven't changed. He's going to be hitting hard as a truck. He's going to have a lot of HP. This is how you want to optimize his mods. Yet again, you don't want him to be extremely fast, but he's somewhat fast still. You don't need to have these crazy mods like I have, but it will still work. Your courages will be your main damage source in this team, so that's Anakin. And hopefully this video is going to take too long. I really want to just show this straight to you guys, because there is more to this counter than I showed in my last previous video. This is what you want to try to go for, and I'm sure there's still optimizations that you can really go for down the line. But for Ahsoka, her mods are really crappy as well. If I was to change anything, I would go for a lot more HP here, and kind of pretty much identical to Anakin's mods. Go for offense, go for CD, go for HP. Don't worry too much about her speed, because she gains 50 speed from a unique here. And that's pretty nice. Also here she gains extra HP, and also from Padme you get a lot more HP. But a cool thing here with Ahsoka and why she's really necessary in this counter is because critical hit immunity is going to save your butt a lot of different times here. So GK with his unique, whenever somebody gets crit, he gives out crit hit immunity, and with 3PO being here, he's going to give another stack of protection once they get crit with the crit hit immunity. That's just how his intermediary unique works. But crit hit immunity is why this entire team works. It's extremely, that's the only really reason why it works. But she gets crit hit immunity at the start of the battle. She gets it whenever she gets crit from GK, and also on top of that, whenever she uses her protective maneuver, she gets it again for crit hit immunity. So she should be surviving until the end almost every single time. And then we'll save GK for last. For 3PO, this is kind of why the whole Padme and the modding to make him Padme faster. This is really why it's going to be important here, because you want to mod him really tanky, guys. Mod him tanky. Don't worry about his speed too much. You could go for potency if you wanted to, but ideally, If I were you guys, I would mod for even more protection than what I have. And you can really stack up this guy's protection pretty high. But the reason why you want him to be slower than Padme is because he will get stunned at the start of these battles, unless you get some good RNG, but for most of the part you're going to get stunned from Echo's grenade, right? So you want to have him slower than Padme so that Padme can cleanse and give everybody their turn and a lot of courage stacks before anybody even goes. So you still kind of want to maintain Padme being the fastest, and that's kind of why maybe you want to slow down everybody just to have her be going first, pretty much. So on 3PO, just make him, slower than Padme. Incorporate the 20 speed from his unique here on the wherever it is. There's a wait for me, intermediary. Who the heck knows? Protocol droid. 20 speed from this. You got to incorporate there, but pretty much go for a lot of protection HP. Last but not least is GK here. He's the most important guy here in the modding. This is why I saved him for last. So you need, for Zeta's here, you need everything pretty much. You're gonna need you don't need 3POs, but you're gonna need everybody else. You're gonna need Padme's, you're gonna need Anakin's, and you're gonna need Ahsoka's, and guess what? You're gonna need this guy's too for GK, because he is going to be taunting every single time a clone pretty much goes. His taunt is going to remain until the end of the battle. So what you want to do here is mod him for a lot of HP and protection. The theme of these modding and this mod for this counter is a lot of HP protection. And a nice thing about this counter and modding here is that you still maintain slow speeds pretty much. I know my GK is pretty fast, but you don't need him this fast. You ideally want to have Padme go first and then cleanse and then your guys go. But this is just the mods I worked with here in my video. But pretty much this theme is a lot of HP protection. And the reason why it's so important to have these mods is so you can just tank all of the clones' assists and hits. Anakin will do some big damage, but not really until the end when he's the last alive. So go for protection here, go for HP, and go for defense, guys. Defense is extremely valuable here. This is going to probably be my next Relic 7 guy because of how important he is to this team and in my fleet team too with the negotiator team. So yeah, extremely important here, guys. So let's get into a live battle here. I'm going to fight this con man guy with the mods I have, and let's get into it, guys. Okay, so the reason you don't want to go fast in any mods is because guess what? They're going to go first. That's just how Rex works. Rex will give 100% TM. There's really no way to go about it. And here we go. We're going to flip the buffs, and we're a bit slower. This is not as good of RNG as I would hope for it to be. And yet again, I still think I might want to mod my Padme to be faster because guess what? She got crit. Yeah, this is bad RNG run, guys. I might have to redo this one because this is bad RNG. You do not want Padme to get crit right off the bat. That's awful. That is extremely bad because she can't cleanse. You can't get down. You can't get down Anakin fast enough, and you just pretty much lose. So, we'll see how this goes still. So, yep, not going to be enough. He has too much high defense, too much high protection. We can do one of these, and he's about to his cover, rather. And that should do it. We're going to have some nice stacks. Okay, before even get going, I hate this part, and if CG can change this about this kit design and how cover works, for the Padme counter, please CG, you just saw Ahsoka waste 22 stacks of courage. And it didn't kill him because he's in cover. So what I would like to see, and for this to change and for them to tweak, is to just use the minimum amount of courage stacks to get him to his cover. Don't waste all of it because now it is extremely hard to kind of kill 5s. We need those extra courage stacks to get through 5s here. Yes, I probably could use a cleanse here, but these guys' turns, they will go extremely fast. They're going to get back to Anakin being the guy alive here, so I'm pretty much forced to use a kick here. He's about dead. It's just not a fun counter. This whole GS team is extremely annoying, and there's nothing really to say about it. So let's just get this going here. Just kill 5s. All right. So they're going to do that, so I thought. We're going to get a bonus turn here. We could probably kill him. We got lucky with that bonus turn. So this is a bad RNG run. I got other battles I want to show you guys that were better RNG, and they went a lot more smooth than this, so we'll show that in a little bit. But he's going to get his turn soon. Hopefully we can kill Echo. We did. Oh, that's lucky. That's some good RNG here, I got to say. So he's dead. That's just typical, guys. And he's going to go back down. Okay. This is a close one. Let's do this. Okay, so he's back up. He's gonna probably... Okay, yes. Okay. Just to, I don't want to knock this guy, we're going to put it on airplane mode. So this is probably the worst RNG I've had testing so far. So we got stunned. We win. We pretty much won at this point. So that should kill him. Or this will. Alright, so why did this take a lot more time than my typical counters? Well, guess what? Padme got crit by Anakin, and the armor shred doesn't typically land on GK. We still won though, and we had probably the worst RNG I've had testing this so far. This will still work, and I think what I might need to do is actually tweak my Padme mods to be faster than GK and pretty much everybody on the team. Just making her go first out of the team will ensure you get the courage stacks up and getting through General Skywalker ASAP, and then you'll be fine after that. But now let's go show you guys a couple more videos and battles I have. Alright, so you want Padme to almost always have protection up, just so she doesn't get crit from Anakin's AoE. Whenever Anakin crits somebody, he increases their cooldowns by 1. So right here in this battle, we didn't get crit, so Padme will still use her cleanse. But yet again, guys, I probably, I'm just still testing out this counter. I think the best counter in modding to this team is making Padme the fastest, just so you get courage up and then your team can go. So maybe like a domino effect, like maybe making a Padme like 1 speed faster than everybody else, and then having like Anakin, like, let's for example say she's 250 speed for Padme, Anakin's gonna be 249, Ahsoka 248, and then just bada bing bada boom, making sure that they all get their big courage hits, and then you're good to go. So I'm gonna still optimize my mods. I'll do more videos on it, but this is a brief test. This is versus a Relic 7 Anakin Skywalker G Money. This works. Look how it is so far. This is when stuff hasn't gone down the crapper. We're still looking pretty good. GK is gonna die here in a little bit because Anakin will just go off on him. That's just how Anakin is. He's gonna probably die here in a little bit. I think there's a lot more to this team and this counter. But pretty much so far in what I'm thinking about for GAs, there's around like maybe less than 150 of these Relic 7 Anakin, GS teams in the game. So I know this probably won't, be a real counter to a lot of you guys out there, but it will be a huge counter for me in my arena. And if I do happen to see a team like this in my GAC and the guy has a really good Malak, I'll probably have to use this versus Malak and then use a different counter like a Grievous Nuke team or a CLS with Kira or JKR with my own GS. So there's still a lot of ways to go about it, and let's show you one more, guys, to finish up the video. Alright, so I just want to show you guys that I tested a lot of other stuff here with my Rex. Rex I thought would be good for the Annihilate here. He never got his Annihilate. He just kept dying right before he could get Annihilate on Anakin. The crits on Rex increases cooldowns, and he just couldn't get the Annihilate off fast enough. So as you can see here, we just lost. Same thing here. We're just keeping testing the same team. It's not working out. So let's get on to the next team here. I even tried a GK lead. I thought that was going to work. Nope, it didn't. What was I thinking there? Holy cow. So this is the last one I'll show you guys here. So yeah. Ideas for this, guys, let me know. This isn't even the right modding I had in what I showed you guys at the beginning. This is just the idea behind it. So let me know, guys, in the comments below what you guys think I could probably tweak to make this a better counter. Like I said, there's only around 150 people who have a 7-star Gear 13 G Money in the game. So this probably isn't going to be a huge thing for everybody, but it's going to be a nice back pocket counter. And if you don't happen to see a GS and you mod your team like this, well, maybe you can have another counter to Malak for GAC, and then you can place this bad A team on defense, because this Padme team, with how I modded them, extremely tanky, and Anakin hitting like a freaking truck. It will take a very hefty team to beat that. So yeah, this is a very nice counter. I like it so far. So far, I've only really seen this team Padme, some maxed out Relic teams, but the nice thing about this team, you don't need maxed out Relic Padme teams to beat these maxed out Relic GS teams. You just don't. With the Sith Empire, you pretty much do. At least from what I've seen, and I I'm sure maybe maxed out Relic CLS can, but this is probably the most nicest budget counter out there. So yeah, at the end of this is pretty scary, pretty tricky, but we have 17 stacks of courage. We got it through. The one I did live battle, guys, that was the worst RNG I had. These two didn't have as bad RNG. But like I said, to just ensure you pretty much win every single time, try to make your Padme the fastest, and making sure that she gets courage up, and then your guys' go. That's how you want to mod this team, I think. Yet again, I said the Relic for GK is probably the most important Relic in this team. I think it is, and then right after is going to be Anakin. JKA, Jedi Anakin. That's pretty much it for my video today, guys. I want to show this because this is important, I think, for, GAC, if you guys are top of the barrel GAC people, or just want to get a counter to your arena team, because guess what? This does not require good mods at all. These are just like a bunch of protection mods, a bunch of HP mods. They don't require high speeds. This is extremely attainable for everybody out there. So thank you guys for watching. If you guys did find this informative, nice to see, and you want to share it around, feel free to do that. And if you guys did enjoy the video, please give it a like. I spent a lot of my crystals testing this today, so I would really, really appreciate if you guys could really just share this around. Try to get it out there, because this is a lot more in-depth than I have in my previous testing with Padme. That previous testing was my exact modding I used in the mallet counter. This is different modding here. So thank you guys for watching. If you are new here, feel free to sub. I'll do more tests here. I'm really interested in this Padme team, like I have always been. Padme is the counter to metas. That's how she was built in this game. That's just how I see it. She's a great counter, and on the flip side, she's a mess to have to fight. So we got Discord and a Patreon. Go check out those two things if you guys want to help support me as well. That's pretty much it for my video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.